BrainJuice Media. Fuel your mind.
Ever feel like someone is pulling the strings in your life? Like you're making choices, but somehow they aren't entirely your own? Well, you're not alone. The truth is, control is everywhere. Friends, family, bosses, even strangers. Some people master the art of manipulation so well, you don't even realize it's happening. But today we're going to change that. We're breaking down 13 ways people try to control you, and more importantly, how to spot them and break free. Stick around to the end because some of these will blow your mind. Let's dive in. Guilt is a powerful emotion, and manipulators use it to make you feel responsible for their happiness or suffering. They might say things like, "After all I've done for you, this is how you repay me?" Or, "I guess I just don't matter to you." This tactic works because it exploits your sense of duty, making you feel bad for making choices that don't align with their interests. The fix? Recognize guilt tripping when it happens and remind yourself that setting boundaries doesn't make you a bad person. Respond with clarity. "I understand you're upset, but I can't make choices based on guilt." Stand your ground and don't let their manipulation dictate your actions. Gaslighting is when someone makes you question your memory, perception, or even sanity. Phrases like, "That never happened," "You're imagining things," or "You're just being too sensitive," are classic gaslighting moves. The more this happens, the more you doubt yourself, making you dependent on them to define reality. This is often used in abusive relationships, toxic workplaces, or even by authority figures to maintain control. The fix? Keep track of conversations, write things down, and trust your gut. If you start feeling like you're losing a sense of what's real, talk to a trusted friend or therapist who can help validate your experiences. Awareness is the first step to breaking free from gaslighting. The silent treatment is a passive-aggressive way of controlling someone by ignoring them, making them feel anxious or desperate for approval. It's designed to make you earn their attention back, often by complying with their demands. This tactic works because humans crave connection and communication, and being ignored feels like a punishment. The fix? Don't play their game. If someone refuses to communicate, give them space, but don't beg for their attention. When they see their silence isn't controlling you, they lose power. Address the behavior directly. "I see you've chosen to stop communicating. Let me know when you're ready to talk like adults." If this happens repeatedly, consider whether this relationship is truly healthy for you. Love bombing is when someone overwhelms you with excessive affection, gifts, and attention, only to later use it as leverage for control. It often happens in toxic romantic relationships, cult-like friendships, or even workplaces where a boss showers you with praise before demanding unreasonable loyalty. At first it feels amazing. Who doesn't love being adored? But soon, the affection becomes conditional, and you start fearing their withdrawal of love. The fix? Be wary of relationships that escalate too quickly. Healthy relationships build trust over time. If someone suddenly shifts from extreme adoration to withdrawal or demands, take a step back and assess if their love was genuine or just a tool for control. Manipulators love to play the victim, so they never have to take responsibility for their actions. If you call them out on their bad behavior, they'll twist the story to make you feel like the bad guy. They might say, "I can't believe you're doing this to me after everything I've been through." This works because it triggers your empathy, making you more likely to let them off the hook or give in to their demands. The fix? Don't get sucked into their pity party. Empathy is great, but not when it's being used against you. Acknowledge their feelings, but hold them accountable for their actions. Say something like, "I understand you're upset, but that doesn't excuse your behavior." Keep the focus on facts, not emotions. Money is power, and some people use financial dependence to control others. This can look like a partner who won't let you work or access joint finances, a boss who keeps you underpaid to limit your career options, or a family member who lends you money but constantly reminds you of what you owe them emotionally. Financial control works because it makes you feel trapped, like you need the person to survive. The fix? Work towards financial independence. Even small steps like saving money secretly or learning financial literacy can give you more freedom. If you're financially dependent on someone, start planning an exit strategy. Seek advice from professionals or support groups who can help you regain control over your finances. A classic control tactic, cutting you off from friends, family, and outside influences. The goal? To make you dependent on them for emotional support, information, and validation. They might do this subtly, like saying, "I don't like your friends, they're bad for you," or more aggressively by making you feel guilty for spending time with others. Over time, you start relying solely on them, which makes you easier to manipulate. The fix? Maintain strong social connections and recognize when someone is trying to isolate you. If a partner or friend constantly discourages you from seeing others, that's a red flag. Actively nurture friendships and don't let anyone make you feel guilty for having a support system outside of them. A healthy relationship encourages, not restricts, your independence. Constructive criticism helps us grow, but when it's constant and demeaning, it becomes a tool for control. Someone who nitpicks everything you do wants to lower your self-esteem and make you more reliant on their approval. The fix? Recognize the difference between helpful feedback and manipulation. If someone's criticism feels more about power than growth, set boundaries and remind yourself of your worth. Creating dependence, withholding affection or approval, intimidation and threats, overloading you with rules or expectations, shaming and public humiliation. So there you have it. 13 ways people try to control you, but here's the most important part. You have the power to take control back. Recognizing these tactics is the first step to setting yourself free. If any of these hit home for you, drop a comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay aware, stay strong, and take back your power.